Define supply chain opportunities.
Supply chain management is the oversight of materials, information, and finances as they move into process. From supplier to manufacturer, to wholesaler, to retailer, and then to a customer. The three main flows of supply chain is the product flow, information flow, and the finance flow. These occur across three main stages: strategy, planning, and operation. Supply chain management involves coordinating and integrating these flows both within and among the companies. According to Janeshan and Harrison, a supply chain is the network of facilities and distribution options that performs the function of the procurement materials, transportation of these materials into intermediate and finished products, and the distribution of these finished products to the customers. According to Mentzer, DeWitt, Kevler, Min, Nix, Smith, and Zakaria, systematic, strategic coordination of the traditional business functions and tactics across these business functions within a particular company and across businesses within supply chain for the purpose of improving the long-term performance of the individual companies and the supply chain as a whole.
The top 5 opportunities in supply chain.
Conquering supply chain complexity. It is a reverse the number and variety of elements consists of the connection between the element of dynamic between them. The element of the company's supply chain are the product service supplier, customer, and the company-owned network of operational nodes. Opportunities to reduce complexity may also be found through product design, delivery methods, and supply chain segmentation, but the most important part to reduce complexity is to understand your customer value proposition and your ability to satisfy that. This requires frequent adjustment on your agreement with your supplier as well as aligning your network with your customer network.
Wrinkling data. The recent developments in information technology have placed a great deal of data at the hands of companies. Each and every interaction, transaction, and update that takes place in any parts of the supply chain generate data. It is a difficult task to consolidate, manage, and generate insight from it, particularly when the supply chain is producing the information on a regular basis across the entire system. Effective management of data and external information help in reducing inefficiencies and increasing productivity in a supply chain. It is often a challenging task to access the right data when you need it the most. Many companies don't have the same data collection methodology and naming conventions for the data across all their operational nodes. It leads to the same data being collected more than once, thus creating confusion when doing analysis. There is also a mismatch between the data you want to collect and what you actually do have. The abundance of the data makes rationalizing the supply chain more and more difficult without joint effort from all nodes. Having the real data on the availability of raw materials and manufacturing delays allows companies to implement backup plans, such as searching materials from a backup supplier, preventing further delays. Without the real-time data, companies often don't have time to initiate Plan B, resulting in issues such as out-of-stock inventory or late shipments to the end of consumers. Implementing a smart automation solution also results in higher efficiency. Healing Hands Grab, for example, implemented 6 reverse system collaborative mobile robots, doubling productivity and reducing unnecessary walking by 75%. Investing in the right automation solution and leveraging data to minimize delays supports a positive customer's experience and boosts your company reputation.
Deploying supply chain analytics. One of the most popular topics in recent years is big data. Data analytics is essential to translate big data into value. Data analytics is the science of examining raw data to help draw conclusions from this information. It is widely used in many industries, in particular in the financial industry, where it is often considered a competitive advantage that differentiates one firm from the other. This capability can also be applied to supply chain management, but is still very much at the infant stage for many companies and will take years to mature. Companies can use advanced analytical and mathematical techniques, such as a data visualization, simulation, optimization, and statistical analysis, to improve the company's performance and profitability.
Improving supply chain measurements. One of the most common challenges supply chain professionals face today to identify the right KPIs stand for Key Performance Indicators, and more importantly, KPPS stand for Key Performance Predictors to monitor supply chain performance. Identify risk and minimize cost. It is difficult to find the right mix of KPIs and KPPS between product lines and between function within the company. Once the correct set of KPIs was identified, KPPS can be developed using statistical analysis. Companies that can identify the right KPIs and KPPS enjoy high transparency of their supply chain, ability to prevent failures in the supply chain, and lower total landed cost.
Developing supply chain talent. It is no secret that companies with exceptional supply chain performance also achieve superior financial performance. For example, companies on the Gartner Supply Chain Top 25 list consistently outperform their competitors financially, often by significant margin. Most manufacturing companies have recognized that supply chain can create tremendous value and competitive advantage, and to do so will require capable supply chain talents. Companies need to find the right people, provide continuous training, and allow them to learn and develop by rotating the rules in the supply chain. This requires that companies invest a significant amount of money, time, and patience to develop their own supply talent.